Hey everybody, this is David Bradley from richmansgym.com, and this is the Rich Man's Gym Podcast, a personal development podcast dedicated to strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. So if you, like me, are looking to level up, expand, and tap into your true potential, then you, my friends, you're in the right place. So let's get training. And hey, if you're getting value from this, please make sure, number one, subscribe. Additionally, make sure that you're sharing this out into cyberspace so that other folks can benefit from it too. So thank you in advance for doing both of those two things. Additionally, if you would like to financially support the Rich Man's Gym podcast, there are definitely a couple different ways which you can do that. First, you can head on over to richmansgym.com/swag and go find yourself a cool t-shirt, cool sticker, cool coffee mug, or something that is all about strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. So go check that out. Additionally, if you or someone you know is struggling with cigarettes, vaping, trying to kick the habit, or you just got a habit, any habit that is grinding your gears and may lead to an untimely death, then go check out a book that I wrote called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. It's over at stopdon'tquit.com for more information on that. You got a habit to kick? This is gonna tell you how I did it. It's gonna tell you how I went from being a pack and a half, 2-pack a day guy to no smoking again and haven't touched one since 2002. So it works. I'm proof. Now today's episode is going to be a product review. I'm going to be talking about this. What in the hell is that? Great question. Glad you asked. It is the answer to a few of my prayers. This is the Rolflex arm and leg massager. Now if you are looking for forearm relief or too much tension in your calf relief or a tight as hell IT band that you've been having a hard time getting to with the foam roller, well, we have something in common, and I have a solution. But before I do that, allow me to get in a workout. Okay, quick little check-in. I'm on round 2. I'm doing deadlift pull-up ladders. You can watch this next round. You can't see the weight, but I got 235 on the bar, but you can watch my pull-ups. There's a reason that you're gonna watch my pull-ups. We're gonna do that time lapse, okay? Check it out. So the reason I want you to see that is because a couple months ago, without this, that would not have happened. There would have been too much pain in this meat hook right here. And I'm gonna tell you how I got that way. I'm gonna show you what I did to undo it after the workout. So I'm gonna take these weights off, tell you a little story. A couple years ago, I got this crazy idea, challenge myself physically. What if, I thought to myself, what if I ran 3.5 miles every day, did 100 burpees every day, 50 pull-ups every day, and 2 minutes of sit-ups and a 2-minute plank every day. And then I got this wild idea. Hey, this would make a great New Year's resolution in January of 2020. So what did I do? Why not? So I went for it. I rolled the dice and I succeeded. I learned a lot about that actually. I learned that I'm totally capable of that, and even though that much fatigue over 30 days, I actually improved. I can, we all can do so much more than we think, and that was the main lesson I learned from that. However, when all was said and done, the tendonitis that I already had in my forearms, yeah, it was bad. Really, really painful. And so, just doing pull-ups, traditional overhand grip like you just saw, just over the bar, pull up, just wasn't happening, and it sucked. Because I really like doing pull-ups. I could do parallel, I could do underhand, but the tendonitis that was in this area here, almost like that tennis elbow, it was really, really, really prohibitive. So I had worked on it. I tried like massage, I did Graston, hot, cold, all kinds of stuff. Really didn't find any relief until, again, this bad boy showed up in my life. Okay, so tonight's workout is in the books. We did 3 ladders of deadlifts at 235 and overhand pull-ups. So it's 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, supersetted, 3 rounds of that. Felt great. No pain in the forearms, mind you. Then, as sort of a finisher, we did goblet squat thrusters with ring rows and lunges with one of my mace bells over there. Did 5 rounds of 8 reps each in a triple set. Push-ups and sit-ups to finish. Also a ladder, started at 16, worked up to 24 as quickly as you can. It's a great workout. But let me talk to you about, otherwise known as, where have you been all my life? So, as I mentioned, a lot of forearm pain as a result. So let me just show you the main exercise I do with this thing. I'm gonna change the camera angle real fast. Check this out. Okay, this hopefully you get not all of me, but you get all of this, which is what I really want to make sure you can see. This little thing is a good base to rest on, okay? And then here we go. You can work 2 sides. You know, for me, a lot of the pain was up in here, a little bit back here, and then on the underside, which is kind of hard to show, but like in there. So this allows me to see how it opens and closes. So I can, when I grip it, I can adjust how tight this is, and you got a little, so I can, if you're smaller, right? So I got this here, and I literally just let her open up, and I slide my forearm in. And then I get to where I need to go, and I just start squeezing this thing nice and tight. Ooh, found a spot. And then just sort of like roll it in there, you know? Just sort of roll it around. Yeah, hello, right? You find a tender spot, you just sort of work it out, work it out, work it out. Ooh. Giddy up, right? So this used to be way much more tighter and a whole lot more painful. But now, what I can do too is just spin this baby around. So now this, ironically, about kind of like a thumb, right? So now I take this and I flip it backwards. And I just slide my forearm in again, and now it works the other side. And it gets way down underneath. If you're expecting anatomy terms, you can forget about it. But bottom line is I can really roll out the forearm like this, and it feels fantastic. And I can even, over here, if I find a tight spot, right? Like I just found, so squeeze it, get some tension, feel a little, and then I can start doing wrist rolls and open and close, back and forth, circles, twist, right? So this is huge, or it has been for me. What else can you do with this thing? Well, let's cut. For those of you Captain Morgan fans, same idea, right? But I'm gonna roll my calf muscle. Squeeze it, just slide it up and down, right? Find there's one. Find a little tender spot, just start working that sucker out, okay? Get all the way, you can go all the way around and see how easy this is to like, just turn it around. Ooh, yeah, that's nice right there. Oh, there we go. And then, you know, you don't put a ton of pressure, but you can even get, yeah, see right there? Found a tender spot. Just sort of work it out, right? Yeah. Like that. You can also come up here and work on your IT band. Yeah, okay, so bottom line, it's incredibly versatile. I'm so glad I found it. I'm so glad that it popped up on my Instagram feed, and I would recommend, if you got any kind of tendonitis, any kind of itis, this is great for it, especially if you got calves, tension in the calves. I used to have really bad plantar fasciitis. I've worked through most of that, but I'm telling you, if it started to creep back up, that little bad boy, it's gonna be a huge thing for me. Just a couple of things that you can think with is if you're trying to make the decision, hey, do I get one of these things? First of all, yes. Secondly though, but like this gets in places that a traditional foam roller just can't get. I love the foam, just a regular old foam roller for my T-spine, lower back, piriformis, long haul, IT band kind of stuff. But man, if you need to really get into some of the nooks and the crannies, like in the forearms, or I would imagine even on the trapezius muscle, you'd have some leverage here. You probably need a partner for that one. But This goes where the traditional foam roller doesn't. That was my point. So if I'm gonna wrap this sucker up, just some key points, takeaways, talking points, as you're trying to make a decision, hey, do I add this to my physical therapy at home repertoire? As I just mentioned, this goes where a traditional foam roller cannot. In two ways, I forgot to mention this. This will fit in a suitcase. Foam roller, I love how easy it is to adjust the pressure and tension accordingly and then slowly work your way into some depth. So this again was designed to mimic a thumb, and so this thumb does not tire out, unlike this one, and this one doesn't reach into my forearm like this one does. So very easy to use in terms of intensity and where it can go. My range of motion is getting better. So I'm even noticing more flexibility here. Also, you know, the tendonitis is in this arm. This is my mouse clicking arm, so there may be a connection there as well. Just a lot of overuse, right? Carpal tunnel, anyone? Anyone? When do I use it? Yes, great question. When do I use it? I typically use it either in the morning as part of like a stretch or warm-up routine just to get going for the day, or I love post-workout. And I just put up a whole blog post about it on my blog. That's why it's called the blog post. Hello. richmansgym.com. It's a more recent post. It went up end of January. So you can go find it on there. Go to richmansgym.com, scroll down, last couple blogs, boom, it's right there for you. So now check it out. If you have one, what are you using it for? Would love your feedback on how you're using it and what you're getting out of it. Throw that in the comments. If you're thinking about it and haven't quite made up your mind yet and you have a question I did not answer on this post, hit me up in comments as well. And I will continue posting reports on my progress with my pull-up volume, because that is something that I really want to get back up to speed. Used to be able to do 8, pain-free, easy peasy. I'm maxing out at about 4 or 5 before it starts getting uncomfortable and awkward. So I'm pushing back up to the 8. Can't wait to get there. And I'm going to be using my Rolflex arm and leg massager to get me there. Thank you so much for watching. This is richmansgym.com. Strength and conditioning for body, mind, and spirit. Train anywhere. I'll see you soon.